Okay, for number one, it says, the maximal domain and range of the function. So what I want to do is go to the whiteboard again and talk through it. All right, let's do that. And I'll get the whiteboard out. Got the whiteboard over here. Let me just scroll up, get a cleaner sheet of paper, so to speak. And I'm going to write down, what do you write down? F of x. Again, it's problem number one. Is 2 arc cosine of 3x minus 12. And that's going to be minus 1. Well, I think domain is going to be a little bit easier to do than the range of it at this point. But I want to point out, the cosine curve, if I thought about the invertible region over here, it looks like this over here. This is the cosine function. So I'm going to say the invertible region, the domain of it for the invertible region would be from 0 up to pi. And the range of this for that invertible region would be between minus 1 and 1. All right? So then I'm going to know the arc cosine. I'll write this over here. If the arc cosine, this is F inverse, and again, this is the invertible region of the cosine curve, that the arc cosine, whoops, made a mistake, cosine minus 1 of x. This guy's domain is minus 1 to 1, and its range, this is an inverse, by the way, is 0 to pi, right? So I'm looking at it, and I want to, do this over here. I'm going to say 3x minus 12 has to be between, because it's the domain of the problem, between minus 1 and 1. I'm going to add 12 to both sides. Oh, I'm sorry, all sides. You're going to get 11, 3x, and you can get 13. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to divide all sides by 3. You can get 11 thirds. You can get x, and you get 13 thirds. So the domain of this problem, I'll write an interval notation, goes from 11 thirteenths up to 13 thirteenths. I'm sorry, 13 thirds. I'm sorry. Got 13 in my brain, by the way. So I got the domain down. And the question is, what do you do about that? I'm going to do the range now. All right, the range. Now, the range is something, you may want to start thinking about, but the bottom line is you start to realize the arc cosine is going to be between 0 and pi. Well, let's take a look at it. The range of this thing now. Well, the range of it, the minimum could be is like 0. So 2 times 0 is 0. So I'm going to say minus 1. Now, the maximum could be 2 pi minus 1. 2 pi minus 1. That's the range of it. All right, we're done with that one. That wasn't bad. And if you want to graph it out, you can. If you have a calculator, it can't hurt to graph it out. Thank you.